bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. James with a deep three. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Doncic, no good. Here's Mitchell, and he drives in. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
And Donovan Mitchell is an explosive athlete. Not easy to guard him without fouling.
When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
And Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
A three ball, and the Lakers with another miss. Trying to find Strus, and he gets it to him. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now, here's Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Garland. And here's Strus for 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
The Lakers off to a slow start. 8-point game. James with another miss. It's been a very successful stretch for him.
I mean, you are so right. This is quite a run they're on.
Drills it from outside.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Oh, my goodness, Jared Allen catch a body on the way to the cup.
Here's Doncic. Garland with the rebound. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Front of mind tonight, Jared Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jared is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jared Allen looming large down low.
All right, David, thanks.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Up and in on the layup. Mitchell's got 6.
Don't be mistaken about that 6'1" frame. That 6'10" wingspan, 215 pounds. Look out inside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop.
Just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Cleveland moving the ball around. Got that one up quick. He's got 6.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
That size and length and strength, LeBron, a tough one to try to shoot over.
Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
There's 25 seconds left in the first. Here's Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Assist from...
That's now 8 points for Darius Garland.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Here's Doncic. Second shot opportunity. He gets it in there. Doncic has got 7. Here's Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
With 2 seconds left.
The assist from...
And that's 2 points on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they got here in the first half.
Donovan Mitchell.
18. The Cavaliers, 26.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Spida is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Here's Hachimura. Still scoreless. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill. Even in youth basketball, I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Back to Reeves. Pass to Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And it's Strus, top of the key. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Strus has got 5 points now this quarter.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
The wide open shot from Strus. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 7. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
The assist goes to
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Lakers ball.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Pass to Garland. They grab their own miss. Allen.
Yeah, that's the big man lingering around the hoop. Jared Allen smartly gets the bucket on the follow.
Back to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. James with it, and Allen picks him up defensively.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For three, Mitchell. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Back to James.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. 51 seconds left from the first half of basketball. From deep LeBron. Rebounded by Allen. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Mitchell looking it over. Down low. It's stolen by Hachimura. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. James with the bucket.
You call this a groove, folks, offensively. When shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Jared Allen.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. And so it's Cleveland, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Strus. Rejected by LeBron. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the shot goes down. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish. Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to Garland. Money from the wing. 12 points for Darius Garland.
Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I like the no hesitation. Darius Garland knows you have to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations.
The Cavaliers leading by 21. And that one's good, Mitchell. Mitchell's got 26. James outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Pass to Garland. Connects from three-point range. Garland's got 15 points.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And the basket is good. 16 points for him.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Doncic. Buries it down low. 18 points for Luka Doncic.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
The Cavaliers with another miss. Lakers trailed by 18.
2 minutes remaining.
Hachimura, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Pulls up on the wing. Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland.
Evan Mobley.
It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
Mitchell outside. Strus. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Cleveland leading by 20. Here's Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Allen's got 6 points.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic. And another basket for the Lakers.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Doncic throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Mitchell. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders.
51. The Cavaliers. 69.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Lakers trail by 18. LeBron outside. The Lakers moving the ball around. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Garland. Again, Los Angeles.
We know that Luka's a 3-level scorer. He's elite from any range. That time he goes to the midi.
Floats it up for... Oh, James flashes in the alley-oop.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target. LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
An open look for Strus. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 16. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss. Here's Mitchell. LeBron with the block. They recover it. And they get it back. Here's Doncic. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 16. And here is Mobley. For three, Mitchell. Here's Allen. Tries again. And that one's good, Mitchell. Mitchell's got 10 points in just the second half.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
And he gets it to go.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when a shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
That's a jump ball.
And here is Los Angeles now. Floats it up for Garland. It's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, you understand if you're Rui Hachimura, when to anticipate, make a steal, and get in transition. Nicely done.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now Allen. Pass to Garland. To the paint. And Allen slams it in.
The assist from.
And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
2 minutes remaining.
Well, Jarrett Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
It's good. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Pass to Mobley.
Cleveland foul. Donovan Mitchell. His third personal foul.
There's 1:47 left in the game. Kicks it out to James. Off target with his 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Lakers trail by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easily.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
And Hayes throws it down.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Mitchell way outside. The Cavaliers with another miss.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
And I think that...
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Wow. James. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Austin Reeves picks one up. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
LeBron outside. Shoots the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
Here's Mitchell to the wing on the left. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Doncic. The 17-footer goes down. Doncic has got 36. The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Guys, what's your take?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
The 3 for Doncic. It's off. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Now here's Williamson. No good. Shot missing.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
When it comes to teams that like pushing the break, Richard, look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
Here's Doncic. A three ball. And that one's good by LeBron. James has got 5 now.
Look, when LeBron James is hitting his three from that spot, look, this offense completely opens up.
Back to Williamson. Drives to the hoop. And he gets the bucket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at us.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
So I wanted to know what his plans were for going up against C.J. McCollum. Coach said outsmarting him isn't really an option. He added, I think we'll just try to throw size at him so his shots aren't coming easy and his sight lines are disrupted. So he's looking to challenge McCollum as much as possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
That's his
and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill is obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The three from LeBron. Hits it from three-point range. LeBron's got 8.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
The Lakers in the lead. Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And how about the out-of-this-world athleticism? LeBron can finish just about any alley-oop with authority.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
LeBron can't get it to go. Here's Williamson. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
For 2.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Doncic, bounce pass. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And Williamson throws it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the rejection by James. Doncic with it. Now defended by McCollum. An emphatic LU jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
The Lakers on D. They lead by 4. Williamson with the bucket.
Williamson.
12 points for Zion Williamson.
And he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
James, no good. Williamson right side. For 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive.
Lakers 21. The Pelicans 19.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
It's McCollum on the wing. Shoots from 14. And he comes up with the deuce. McCollum's got 5 now.
Phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
And here's LeBron outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Here's Williamson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
And so the ball out of bounds. Williamson touched it last. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Doncic with it. Now defended by McCollum. And they double up LeBron. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good from outside. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 6-point game.
And Bron with the block. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And, David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. 2 on the clock. They're running.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And Doncic gets it to go. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
It's rebounded by Hayes.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice. He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
LeBron outside. .106 left to play here in the half. No good that time. Pass to Murray. And here is Williamson. LeBron with the block. Down low. Here's Hayes. Still without a basket. LeBron James on the wing. There's the triple. James cooking from deep.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Williamson. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple. He's got 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
First team foul.
Free throw good, James.
At the line for Los Angeles, LeBron.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Williamson. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action in just a minute. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Pelicans trail by 6. Here he goes. And finished off by Williamson.
Some of the moves Williamson pulls off are just insane there that he didn't know what to do.
Doncic, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And they double up Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. To the middle. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. A terrific shot on the turnaround. LeBron's got 29.
And how do you guard this? It's hard to stop the turnaround, Jay, when it's done like that.
Back to Murray. It's Williamson, top of the key. Shot from 16. Here's Messi. Lays it up off the glass. Messi's got 4 points this quarter.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. There's the three. And LeBron James with the three. LeBron's got 32 points in the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And even 3-on-3 break. Corner shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Confident from this area, Murray uses that mid-range quite a bit. Rare for someone his age.
Here's Doncic. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Fans, give a big round of applause.
That free throw good from Doncic.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Back to McCollum. Doncic with the steal. And here's the fast break. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A.
And we're not used to seeing a big man like Williamson move like this. Puts defenders in a bind.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Murray. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Messi. It's blocked. On the wing, Doncic. He's got 14. And they double up Doncic. And stolen by Williamson. And he goes big with the dunk right over Rui Hachimura.
Already one of the most powerful dunk artists in the history of this game. Mount Zion.
Hachimura, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The drive by Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Just a freight train going downhill. No one willing to step in front of the massive Williamson.
Out to Doncic. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And the dunk by Doncic.
From ultra close range, Doncic.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Murray. Stolen by Reeves.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And we'll be back with you.
49.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 10. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Williamson. Outside for Murray. Back to Williamson. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
The assist from...
And it's 29 points for Zion Williamson.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
It's hauled in by LeBron. Lakers leading by 8. Here's Doncic. Pelicans pull it in. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. Basket good. 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And the Lakers with another miss. Pelicans trailed by 6. Here's Williamson. And a wide open look for McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
And they get it back. Doncic feeling it out to the left wing. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Lakers lead by 5. It's McCollum on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Messi. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
And McCollum with the block. And McCollum with the slam.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Hachimura running from the wing.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Here's Williamson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Here's Hachimura from downtown. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
One thing you can say about Hachimura, he is not afraid of the challenge.
Messi. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Doncic outside. Over McCollum. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Well, the skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
And it's Williamson missing. Los Angeles leading by 6. Doncic outside. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Shot, high post. Messi grabs the rebound. Pelicans trail by 6. And the dunk by Williamson.
Look at this young man come through in the clutch. Zion appearing more than ready to deliver.
It's blocked. Outside for Murray. Out left to the wing. New Orleans moving it around. Off target from three-point range.
Questionable shot selection in that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Back to Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What determination from Doncic pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
The assist from Zion Williams.
26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. $12 seconds left in the game. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. McDaniels from long range. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Here's Minnesota. It's a three-point game. The kick out to Edwards. Puts up a three. Drains the triple.
Well, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Now here is James. And Los Angeles another three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Doncic up top. Soft touch off the glass. Doncic has got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And there's James from the arc. And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. James with the block.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
Doncic, good. He has 7.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Now here's Edwards. McDaniels from long range. They grab their own miss. Good work there as it goes.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan. Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Back to Doncic. Doncic is doubled. To the inside. Here's Reeves. Some solid defense from Edwards.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Shot from 12. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, smart shot selection from Mike Conley, right? Just get into your mid-range bag and complete the play. He does so there.
And that one's good. James.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
To the middle. Shot's good by James. James has got 8.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And the basket by Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
The Lakers in the lead. That one is off. McDaniels with some nice D. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J.
The ever-expanding skill set of Edwards. Nice dish right there.
29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Doncic's shot is good. He's got 9.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
For 3, Randall.
Julius.
And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Back to Doncic. Over Conley. And there's another one for the Lakers.
For 2.
He's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
With the score.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic.
21.
He has been the
Timberwolves. 21.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
Shot clock at 6. For 3, James. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And that one's good. James.
With the assist.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
How about that handle? The triple drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
Doncic up top. Knocked loose. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here's Edwards outside. The offensive rebound. Goes back up. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Here's James. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And here's Edwards. No good with a layup. Here's Doncic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first.
It's on Anthony Edwards.
What an up fake by Luka Doncic. He got that defender quickly off his feet.
Good on the second one. But Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Doncic shot is good.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
Here's Edwards. Anthony Edwards takes the contact.
Assisted.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Deflects the pass. Back to Doncic. James attacking. And slam dunk by James.
And LeBron James wins this battle right at the beginning. Explosive first step.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Here's McDaniels. It's Hayes with the rebound. Here's Doncic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
The understated part of Luka Doncic's game, his strength. He is going to draw contact and usually make it.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly, and he's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes. You see, there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Outside Edwards. Deflected. Pass to Doncic. James inside. And it's James with the jam.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And the basket by Edwards.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Throws it up high. And here's Doncic outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Now, this is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
And rejected. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. James with a steal. Here's Reeves. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to.
And so it's Los Angeles.
That's the end of the first.
Finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all see. I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
The kick out to Conley. Drills it from deep. Conley's got 7 points.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Luka against resistance. Timberwolves trail by 9. Down low. And stolen by Hayes. Back to Doncic. Wing shot on the way. And it's blocked by Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Here's Doncic. 22 points for him. Up and over Conley. McDaniels with the rebound. And Minnesota with possession here. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure. Boy, the extraordinary playmaking instincts of Luka Doncic on display right there.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Pulls up. The shot by James, no good. Edwards on the attack in transition.
The assist from...
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
And it's Doncic missing. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Rui Hachimura. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
The Lakers with another miss. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Pass to Conley. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
LeBron gets the bucket inside. Man, what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Outside McDaniels. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Outside McDaniels. They get it again. Gobert. Some solid defense from Hayes. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Minnesota ball.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Conley.
Los Angeles ball.
Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That's his first.
It's on LeBron James. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
You know what else has been important is they've been focused and they have gotten themselves to the line, made their free throws, doing all the little things.
With the assist.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Back to Daniels. Off target with the 3. Lakers trail by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Reeves. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Whoa!
How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Ant.
Pass to James. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback.
The Timberwolves. 56.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Rebound by the Lakers. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, yes, sir! LeBron James!
Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
Edwards with it. Hachimura covering. Shoots it from the corner. Here's McDaniels. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And that's going to be a foul on Los Angeles. Free throw good, McDaniels. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Pass to Conley. And here's Edwards outside. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Doncic on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the 3.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Right side Reeves. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the basket by Edwards.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Pass to Conley. Now McDaniels. James with the rebound. Inside. Stolen by Conley. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. James with the rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
The shot by James, no good.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
And it's Doncic missing. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Here's Edwards. Off the left rim and out.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
Here's Reeves. Doncic outside. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Conley with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Edwards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
This guy's such a tough cover. Doncic generates so much offense in so many ways.
So the first one drops. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. Doncic hits them both.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Edwards looking it over. McDaniel's got room. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Hachimura outside. And here's Reeves outside. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Now the Timberwolves with it. They lead by 4. Edwards is doubled. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
And it's in. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within 1.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Anthony Edwards has all the skill and attributes to be one of the best in the league. But these are the moments, if you're going to be in that company, you've got to make foul shots.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 2 here.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
Doncic hits them both. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
The Lakers call timeout. They trail by 3. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
From deep. Ooh, he buries it. And so it's Minnesota with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end.
We've got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. James outside. Fires from deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
4 on the clock. Lillard can't get it to go.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with the Lakers head coach. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
The 15-footer.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And slam dunk by James.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
Antetokounmpo. And the bucket is good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound, the Lakers.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 3.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Now here's Doncic. And that's good for 2.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now the Lakers moving it up.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
Yeah, he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
2 minutes remaining in effect.
It's Prince on the wing. Looking to end the run. Yes, on the jumper.
Boy, that time the setup was perfect, and Prince had an easy shot from the mid-range there.
And there's James from the arc. Damian Lillard with the rebound. Bucks trail by 7. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Hachimura. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Giannis has added the mid-range game to his arsenal, and he's very effective from there.
Drains the triple.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Antetokounmpo, that's good. Give him 8 points now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Who is stolen by Lillard. Antetokounmpo, right side. And Giannis with the jam.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
On the wing, Hachimura. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And Doncic with the jam.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And another shot. And it's in. Oh, nails the buzzer beater. Are you kidding? And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. We'll be right back after this word. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
So far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort. He gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his...
Yes, sir! LeBron James!
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
Bucks trail by 11. Kuzma outside. From the line. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
The Luka three, money.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the 18-footer right on the mark. Antetokounmpo has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Doncic on the wing. 12 points for him. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 14.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Doncic. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. He's got 16.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Count that bucket. The Lakers lead by 14. Down low. Here's James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's James with the jam.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half. Using his handles to shake himself free, and it's smooth sailing from there.
Pass to James. Back to Doncic. Here's the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks trail by 16. Takes a 13-footer. Second shot opportunity. First shot won't go. Here's Doncic. 16 points for him. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
On the break. Shot's good by James. James has got 13 points now in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
That's the end.
And so it's LeBron James.
Your Lakers, 47. The Bucks, 27.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age. Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Milwaukee making a switch here.
Give them some love.
Here's Reeves. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Doncic. And here's Hachimura. It's stolen by Kuzma. Lillard up top. Out to Portis. Offensive rebound. Bucks. From behind the arc. That one doesn't drop. The Lakers lead by 20. From deep, here's Doncic. It's not going to go for him. That one goes. Count it. Portis has got his first 2 points.
That's just a case of pure strength and effort by Bobby Portis.
And he lobs it up. Pass to James. And here's Doncic outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Bucks trail by 18. Here's Portis. And it's rejected. And they'll get another chance. They shoot again. And the layup good by Lopez.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Brian, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And another miss by Milwaukee. The Lakers lead by 18. Throws it up high. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Luka's so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Here's Kuzma. The offensive rebound. Here's Lopez. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
It's stolen by Doncic. And he drives in. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Bucks trail by 18. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo has got 24 points.
There are very few guys that move with the grace that Antetokounmpo does on his drive. He's got an easy, long, ground-eating gait that's very effective.
Doncic with it. He's got 16. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
James outside over Kuzma, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. 22 was their biggest lead. Doncic with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clock at 6. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
James. Good. James has got 30 points.
You live for nights like this when it's all working and the rim looks so huge.
And so it's the Los Angeles
59. The Bucks 39.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Los Angeles leading by 20. Doncic is doubled. On the wing, Reeves. 4-3. And it's James with the three. James has got 11 in the second half.
LeBron's greatest gift to me is how he sets up so many teammates with catch-and-shoot opportunities. It's nice to see them return the favor.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound, the Lakers. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Over Hayes. Antetokounmpo, that's good. 28 points for him.
That pull-up shot is unguardable. Can't lay off Giannis for even a second.
James double-teamed. Doncic left side. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. They get it back. Pass to James. Lets a floater go. Uses the glass on the layup. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
The Lakers lead by 23. And he lobs it up top. Hey, great communication on the lob.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
And slam dunk by James.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
To the paint. And slam dunk by James.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
To stop the run. And it's blocked. He gets it in there. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Doncic. Back to Reeves. Now Hachimura. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And here they come. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Los Angeles ball.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And here's Doncic outside. Prince grabs the miss.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
James outside. Over Kuzma. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for LeBron James.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
That's his first.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch. And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Milwaukee with the ball. The shot. And the Bucks miss again. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. Here's Doncic. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Hachimura from long range. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
You know, that's a nice little shot to have in your repertoire. Just a lovely touch on that little flop from Antetokounmpo.
From deep, here's Doncic. Knocks down the triple.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, here's Jordan. He blocks it again.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Clock at 4. Pass to Jordan. They shoot again. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Second chance shot. Goes up with it again. And here's Bryant outside. Good on the triple.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
And the foul called on Kobe Bryant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now, here's Jordan. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Assisted.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And it's sent back by O'Neal. Pass to West. Here we go, one-on-one. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Derrick Rose.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The free throw drops for Kobe. Jordan looking around. Here's Rodman. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Bryant can't get it to go. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's blocked by Shaq. Outside Bryant. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Lobbed up there for Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Johnson. Back to Shaq. Johnson outside. O'Neal from long range. Dennis Rodman pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's West, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Kobe with the bucket.
On offense, the efficiency of Bryant is really something else. He always seems to have a different type of shot up his sleeve.
The assist from...
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Bulls shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be...
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a three-point game. Kobe's shot is off. Here's Jordan. And they recover it. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Jordan's got 6.
And the way Jordan attacks, the ferocity of his drives, does an exceptional job scoring after contact.
Pass to Kobe. Lets it go with a three. Back to O'Neal. Second shot opportunity. Gilmore grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Rodman, top of the key. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
The Bull.
Kobe Bryant getting it done for Los Angeles. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Pippen with the wide open look. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Pippen's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago. Pass to Bryant. Here's Shaq. Cans it from short range.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Pippen with the steal. Here's Rodman. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
Lakers passing it around. They get the rebound. Here's Shaq. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant.
At the line,
that free throw, no good.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that
shot? Maybe. And here are the Bulls now. Floats one up. And the way up good by Pippen. Pippen's got 5 points now this quarter.
And what poise from Pippen inside the paint. The defense does everything they can, and still he's able to convert.
Bryant outside. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Kobe's got 11 points.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Floats it up for Bryant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Count that bucket. He's got 8. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Just a great job. Is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Here's the break. Here's Kobe. And he lays it straight in. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Pass to Kobe. Kobe going to work inside. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Poked away. Abdul-Jabbar. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And 3 from Jordan. Rebound the Lakers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Now Bryant. 20 points for him. Trying to find Shaq. He's got it now. Sinks that one from the post. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass.
Oh!
You got to be kidding.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Here's Jordan. Kicks it out to Rodman. To stop the run. And Jordan good for 3. Jordan's got 7 points here in this quarter.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Bulls trail by 7. Over in the corner, Rose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Kobe for 3. Here's Shaq. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Lakers on top, up 7.
The Bulls.
And will return shortly.
28.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Los Angeles leading by 7. Releases from 15. Gilmore grabs the miss. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Jordan, that's for 2. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And Johnson with the stop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Buries it from 3-point range. Jordan's got 16 points.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Here's Jordan. That one off the back iron and out. The Lakers in the lead. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Fires from deep. Johnson with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Looking to get back on track here. And Jordan gets it to go.
And we've seen it. He can do this all game. Jordan with a great burst there to get the finish.
.90 seconds now into the second half.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Here's Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leaders.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And they pick up 2. Pippen's got 9 points.
Easy to understand why they give Pippen the ball in that area, because this guy knows how to take advantage. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And they double up Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jordan on the wing. 20 points for him. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. That's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter.
And Pippen is a rugged defender, has tremendous length, and that helps him cover a lot of ground.
Got a piece of it. Kobe with the steal. Poked loose. And now the Bulls on the break. Deep 2 from Pippen. And he hits it to tie the game up.
The assist from...
And 11 points here for Scottie Pippen. Back to Bryant. Good work defensively by Pippen.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
And the Lakers turn it over again. Here is Rose. For the lead. And that's good. Scottie Pippen for 3. Pippen's got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
And here's Kobe from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Kobe's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
The 3 from Johnson. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Lakers lead by 1.
47.
And coming up as soon as
the Bulls 46.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Outside Jordan. From downtown, the Lakers with the rebound.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
West misses. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. O'Neal with the steal. Here's Kobe. And Kobe throws it down.
And you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
And you know how that play's going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
Artis Gilmore. That's his second personal foul. First team.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Lakers.
And Kobe drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Outside, Rodman. Back to Rose. Here's Jordan. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Man, the body control and focus. I mean, Jordan able to draw the foul and still finish the basket.
Free throw good, Jordan. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Johnson. West, right side. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shots good by Kobe.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
They grab their own miss. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Here's Jordan. It's blocked by Shaq. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. And here's Jordan outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Johnson right side. And here's Bryant outside.
That's a three.
And another three for the Lakers.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
No good from Jordan.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Stops, pops,
Michael
and
Jordan.
good that time. Jordan's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Kobe on the break. It's good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up to him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Jordan. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job at the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Outside, Kobe. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Lays it up and banks it in. Abdul-Jabbar's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers. A shot by Jordan, no good. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Pippen. And finish off by Bryant.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
The shot's good from Bryant.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard, the time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Pippen.
Second team.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
At the line for the Lakers.
And Kobe drops them both. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan. And he goes big time with the dunk right over Kobe Bryant.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. One shot.
Free throw good, Jordan. 12 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock. But really, they're just kidding themselves.
And both free throws good for Johnson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Jordan. O'Neal outside.
Chicago foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Michael Jordan. His third personal foul.
That's good from O'Neal.
The fourth team foul. At the line for Los Angeles.
He's off on the second. Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 14. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the